In cases across the country, we have seen sexual violence victims set aside for the well-being of the perpetrator. Kate Harding, author of Asking for It, writes, "This is what happens when rape culture infects the systems we have in place to protect us. Quite simply, we allow violent criminals to go free. Cases such as these have been seen as close to home as the New Orleans Police Department."
Another big story tonight at 5. A new report released by the city's inspector general reveals harrowing details about the New Orleans Police Department's Special Victims Unit. It alleges that officers mishandled hundreds of reports involving sexual assault and child abuse cases over a multi-year period.
New Orleans Inspector General Ed Quattro reacting to his office's report documenting sex crime investigations by 5 NOP detectives in the Special Victims section during a 3-year period beginning in 2011.
Here's what we found. From the 1,290 potential sex crimes, 840 of those, 65%, were designated as Signal 21 miscellaneous, with no reports at all. Nothing.
The remaining cases, or 450 calls according to the report, were classified as actual sex crime cases, but more than half of those didn't include any follow-up either.
In this case, it appears that these 5 detectives may have neglected their duty, and even further.
During Wednesday's press conference, Chief Michael Harrison called the allegations disturbing and vowed change.
To change the system, we must advocate for victims and tell the criminal justice system what we want to see from them. This practice made a change for the New Orleans Police Department on June 22, 2016. The Office of the Inspector General released a report about the changes the New Orleans Police Department made to documenting and reporting rape cases.
Mayor Landrieu made it clear the problems identified were unacceptable. And then I made a commitment, along with the men and women of the police department, to get this right. What we know now is that the majority of the problems identified by the OIG were the result of either bad systems, no systems, or poor supervision, or a combination. Over the past year and a half, the NOPD has worked with everyone in this room to bring institutional and lasting change to the way we report, the way we document, and the way we investigate sexual assaults in New Orleans.
In a letter about the report, NOPD Superintendent Michael Harrison emphasizes trust as a critical part of reforming systems.
The progress we've made is undeniable, but to be sure and to be clear, we still have a long way to go. I'm confident we'll continue to improve and bring lasting change at the NOPD to ensure justice for all victims of these heinous crimes.
Tulane has already begun advocating for change. Tanya Tetlow, Tulane's Chief of Staff, has worked with the NOPD to change the system since 2014. As Tulaneans, we have the power to impact how sexual violence is addressed in our culture. Kate Harding said, "In the 2010s, it feels more as if a dam has finally burst. It feels as if maybe, finally, this conversation won't taper off until sexual violence finally does. That gives me hope. So does the generation that's keeping it going. As a student at Tulane, I know that generation is us."